Nancy Ellingson. I live here in Windsor, Colorado, and I'm putting this video together real fast to send to you for my application to be invited to the Magnolia Job Fair in March. I'm a portrait photographer. I have run a portrait photography business since 2013, but I've been doing photography for probably about 10 years now. And I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've done in my business that inspire me and talk to you about why I feel like I'd be a good fit with Magnolia. First off, when I was a kid, I always was invested in something creative. My dad was a graphic designer and an artist. My mom worked as and does work as a teacher for philosophy and women's studies, and so I grew up very centered in things that were creative and thought kind of outside of the box. When my parents were in school, when they were together when I was younger, I had to go to daycare after school with the YMCA and during the summers, and they would go on field trips all the time, and I really always just wanted to stay back behind while all these other kids went off to museums and water parks and things like that over the summer, because it allowed me an open gym to do all the crafts by myself and be invested in drawing or whatever else that I was wanting to do at the time. I just always had a creative drive to do something that inspired me. As a portrait photographer, however, this is definitely where I've been able to throw a lot of my passion and ideas into. I really strongly, immensely believe that portrait photography, especially for families and children, is an integral part to home decor. This is something that I've strived to bring into my business because it's really difficult helping people to know what kind of pictures they want if they don't know what they're going to do with the photos afterwards. It really kills me when somebody gets a shoot done, gets a CD of all the images, and they stay on their computer forever. Those images really need to be portrayed in their homes so they can bring that into part of their home decor, and I take the extra effort to make sure that happens for people. I start off visiting their homes, seeing what their home decor looks like, helping them choose outfits and locations that will match that, and then going in afterwards and mocking up some images of what those pictures I took for them will look like large scale in their home so they can know what to buy afterwards. I also strive to find products that I feel I would want in my own home and that I can then sell to my customers. One of those, I'm going to show you a couple of things. I went to conference after conference and different places trying to find the perfect wood print. It's difficult to find. I really love the look of wood prints in general. I love wood, obviously, in my home, in my office as well, but it just brings a really nice warm accent into their home. Canvases are definitely really popular right now too, and framed images in the right circumstances I sell as well, but the wood prints I was finding would print right directly onto the wood, and you'd be able to see the grain of the wood underneath it, and while I liked that look, it didn't accentuate the families themselves, and you couldn't see the image as well, and it felt distracting to me. So I found a lab called Simply with Color Lab that does these wood prints where they mount it, and other labs do this as well, straight to the wood, on like a canvas, the print itself, and then mount it to the wood. These ones have a beveled edge as well, and so that spoke to me because you can still see some of the wood accent even when you're looking at it straight on. So I really try to market these wood prints and canvases, but in general just finding something that's going to work in their home. We definitely brainstorm together all the time with my clients, looking for things that are going to work for them. I have a couple other wood prints here in different sizes that they can use at home. The big ones definitely work well for home, for their walls, but then for offices and things like that as well. I'm also going to add my digital portfolio, obviously. And the other thing that I wish I had more time to work on and show more of that I've been dabbling in that I find amazingly appropriate to release some of that creative drive I have into is making cyanotype prints. I threw this one together for this video. This is a picture of my daughter, but I've been experimenting lately trying to figure out how I can market this for families and make it a part of their own home decor. But again, this is just a kind of a rough idea of what I'm putting together. But making studio prints of their children or families or whatever they need in a cyanotype is very like a junior chemist. I feel like when I'm putting these together, putting the chemicals on and then getting the right negative to expose the photo with has been really fascinating process for me. So it's something that I've been enjoying doing lately as well. But I'm not sure how a portrait photographer necessarily could fit into Magnolia. I do obviously have a strong handle on my equipment and of light, and am very passionate about home decor in general, and I know that no matter how you would need me, I can adapt to the situation and I would find a lot of fulfillment in the process. And I'm definitely game for learning new things, but I also know that I could brainstorm ways to bring portrait photography into Magnolia Market as well if you needed that. So that's me in a nutshell. I'm going to send again my digital portfolio along with this video and put this together for you, and I hope that you'll consider inviting me to the job fair so we can see how I could help your business and grow in ways that would be beneficial for both of us. So thanks for your time.